It's week 1 of the National Football League. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Titans and the Bears, just ahead on EA.
Here's the punter, Trenton Gill, now to do the honors, and off we go here at Soldier Field. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Levis now on second down. A check down here for Henry. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So he stopped for no gain. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Levis on 3rd down. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's what he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On the return is Jones. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Bears take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast."
Now Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Lambert. 2 yards, good enough for a first. To throw is Fields. And this one's incomplete. J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second down. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, here's Levis. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Open man is Komet, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A gain of 36 yards. And the Titans first down.
And Levis going back to the air. Going to the right here and finding Burks. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Titans.
Henry up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. A second down throw from Levis. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Brings up fourth down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. On fourth down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit. And this one is right through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Room here to run. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
That's good. Bears, first down.
On the option left is Fields. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
In motion right, one of the tight ends. Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd and 3.
Fields on 3rd down. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. On the option right is Fields. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 15 yards. And the Bears are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run, making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle, no running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Here's Levis. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Levis sets up to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball down the field almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field. So he'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had there during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air. Yeah. I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it'll be Titan football. They begin with Henry. Shoves him aside. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the round.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Levis. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd down, here's Levis. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now Levis. And incomplete on the deep ball. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the 1st half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick one-pointers instead of three-pointers.
J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
So this play, until recently, only something you probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this is going to remain a 1-point game.
Charles, 54 yards, I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one, because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know? Maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Levis looking to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
First down, Tennessee.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And the Titans first down.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Play action now, Levis.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to have it here just past the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up
Here's Fields.
And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
65 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and 11. Levis to throw it. They set up the screen for Henry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Levis. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory.
Fields on first down.
A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Staying on his feet, rolling to his left. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
They'll try to draw here with Dobbins.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Another run here with Dobbins.
They find some open field here. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A little jerk. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Man, sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
So, all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields
fighting to stay upright. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Now it's Fields.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
On second down, here's Henry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Levis back to throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
A throw over the middle taken in. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 36.
And the Titans first down.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush is just too off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for it, and just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to get the football back at their own 17.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. 86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 8. On second down, a run with Herbert. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Out of the gun, Fields. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Third and short. It's Levis. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Henry. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Levis on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's Jones on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 23. They'll start out here with the option left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes him back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Bears punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line.
The Titans now just about ready to take over. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
He was brought down by Jaquan Brisker. A gain of 2 brings us 2nd and 8.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Levis out of the gun on 3rd down.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. On now is the Titans punter as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Now Fields.
His throw here's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 6.
That'll be complete to Dobbins.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for 28 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fields going to keep it running right. Oh, heck of a move. Man. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. From the gun, here's Fields.
This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
He'll buy some time right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's Fields.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Bears are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. There's a nice move. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
104 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. 1st and 10, it's Levis. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Levis now on 2nd down. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
No gain on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Levis. A throw left side taken in by Kmet.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line.
And the Titans 1st down.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Here's Levis. Throw here taken in by Wiley, the tight end.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Levis looking to throw.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.
Josh Wiley
from 10 yards out.
And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
I have to admit, I love the excitement of a 2-point try. You know, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it's unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both your pins in this last game. My bad, partner.
Hey, that's okay. Well, and just in the time they went for 2.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here's Fields. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
Fields now to throw.
And that is incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45.
So Levis and the Titans now
Down by 5. A minute 47 on the clock.
Levis to throw. Connects with Duvernay.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Levis, he'll look to throw it.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Here we go. This is fourth down.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
He gets this one to Burks.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
That pass taken in by Burks.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Here's Levis.
Henry's got it out on the left side. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Desperation time now. Here's Levis.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1.
CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Bears, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.